What's good, everybody? We up here at CG Productions, and I just want to give y'all a quick tutorial on ReVoice Pro, um, and something that I discovered. Like right now, I'm just trialing it out. I'm using the trial version of it just to kind of see how it is. But it was a little bit confusing at first, but you know what I mean. Like I kind of got the gist of things, but basically you're gonna in pro like I'm using Pro Tools. So in Pro Tools, once you install ReVoice, you're gonna have your ReVoice Pro link in your audio suite, and then the actual program is a standalone, so it links it up with the standalone program. But one of the issues I was having, and especially like like, and this is on like a rap vocal or whatever, but one of the issues I was having is that you see how it's so many chops in here, and like if anybody's used vocal line, you know that you can't just like, all right, these are like my doubles, but like this is the actual verse. So you know that you can't, unless it has every word for word, you can't just go in and hit this as the guide track and then hit your doubles if it's chopped up like this as the dub, and then because once it renders it, it smashes it all together. You know what I mean? I really wish they could actually like lock it to the time to where like it's locked in that area, and it has only like a few space, just like a couple seconds on each side of it that it can move. You know what I mean? Instead of it having being able to move anywhere in the track. But basically, this is the thing. So when you got something like this, what I discovered is that in ReVoice you can also chop up in here. So let me bring my cursor down here. All right, so you can also chop up in the ReVoice plugin. So you see that I have all these chops here, and then I know you might be thinking, oh well, when you press the spot, if you ever used it anyway, to place your tracks you have to click spot. But what you can do, the thing is everything in here is locked to time. It's locked to time. So basically you have to have whatever you want, wherever you want it, selected up in Pro Tools. So the way we do this is say like this is the next track that I'm about to, this track, right? Well, that's one that's just done. And it also cleans up your audio, because like if you see here, like I've got all these spaces here, this is a track that I've just done, so it just cleaned up the audio as well. So from here I'll select all this part right here. All right, and then what I'll do, I'll go over here to my let me bring this over so you can see. So I'll go over here and select my track. My dub track will go to audio 2. All right, and then capture. All right, now I've already done down here, I've already done I've already rendered from the track before, so most of this stuff is already basically set up. You know what I mean? So it's already set up to where it's nearly aligned. But the thing, and that keeps you from having to go and create a new guide. I mean, a new APT. Say that it's off or something like that. Say you had one off. Basically, all you would do instead, like, because it basically a lot of times you go by like the selected audio. So what you can do is you can place your cursor, and then you'll double click and then click new APT, right? And then you'll come up here to where it says selected process, not selected process, you see it says selected audio. So you don't want selected audio, you would go to the mouse position. So once you go to the mouse position, it's gonna create like a little a few bars of wherever of that program where that's the area it's gonna render. But so if you have some that let's see, delete. Say you needed more than, say there's a little piece in here and you just had these two, then you would just click that and create another APT. and then that would give you another one to, and then what you can do is after you click the APT, the add a new APT, you can click on it, and it has these little bars here, and you can line it up. And the great thing about this is that it not only you can line up the top, but you can it doesn't link it with the bottom. So if you have, like, say when you selected the audio, some of it was hanging over, like here or something. So you could select out on this part, and then you could line it up pretty much perfect. So after that, say, all right, say like this one, right? That one's pretty much lined up, and it doesn't even really matter where you start. I could start at any one of these, starting to place the dubs. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you want to go in and line up your bars. So you want to come in here and you want to take these and line it up to wherever you want the vocal to be rendered at. And the good thing is it only is only going to do that part. So you can select whatever part you need and say that part needs to be rendered. So now I go down here to the render, and bam, it does it. And then you continue. So now that you got those chops up there, right? Say, all right, so that one's selected. Matter of fact, just to make this easy, and this is a good way to create a workflow, is just start at your first one, and this will make it easy. Also, a good thing is to like for me, I didn't need all the pitch things because it's a rap vocal. I just needed the time. So a good thing is to go and set it as default. If everything is gonna be rap, just do it as that. So that's pretty much what I want right there, right? So I go and render that. All right, now this whole part up here is selected in Pro Tools. So now what I'm gonna do is come up here and click spot. All right, it erased everything in here. Don't panic though, because everything is still down here. So what you do is now that you know, it'll erase whatever selected and replace it with whatever you put in the spot. You just come up here and drag your cursor up to deselect that part, right? And then you come back down here. Then you come back down and you do it again on let's see. Now I'm doing this. Another thing is, like, the energy waves get in the way. So what I do is I come down here and deselect that energy, and I just updated the default, but that part wasn't updated yet. So that way I could see where I'm dragging the ends of the process bar. So all right, and then click render, and see now it's rendered. Click spot. Now you click spot, and what it'll do is, see, it's put it in that spot. Now there's not going to be any doubles before that spot anymore. So what you do is drag it up again and deselect, and then you just continue. So this has been a tutorial on the ReVoice Pro when you have chopped up doubles. How to make it easy to where you can put everything, just go ahead and drop everything in, and then you just work on lining everything up from ReVoice Pro, and then all you do from there is you line up your program, your bar, what part's going to be rendered, and then you hit render, and then from there you just spot, then you drag it up, to deselect it, and then hit spot again, and just continue all the way into the end of the vocal. And at the same time, it cleans up all the mess in between there. So when you finish, you'll have a clean vocal, a clean double, and it won't have any background noise or anything like that in it. So again, ReVoice Pro, CG Productions. Subscribe to the page. I'm gonna do a studio video here soon. I hadn't done one in like a year, but like I've gotten a lot of new toys. So and I've moved to a new location and everything. I'm no longer in England. I'm out in Arizona. But like I said, like right now I've been busy just mixing and get my name out and stuff out here. But yeah, I hope this helps. CG, and I'm out.